York's classic rock. Q1043.
I Want to Rock. That's Dee's entrance music,
Yep.
and Dee Snider is here at Q1043, and we were just talking about the normal life of Dee Snider.
Yes.
International rock star, suburban guy.
Yes, well, I mean, they're the 0.00001%ers of the Ozzies and the Elton Johns of the world who have manservants who go around and do things for them, and but the majority of rock stars do normal things. So when people see me in Home Depot, they said, "What are you doing here?" And I said, "Getting light bulbs." Like, what are you doing here? I'm getting light bulbs too. Yeah, well, that's the way you go.
And you also had an experience where there were two rock stars.
Oh yeah. I was saying that I remember me and Sebastian Bach in the heyday. I mean, we're talking about '80s hair metal, hair's flying,
the whole Skid Row.
And so I'm hanging with Sebastian. He's like, "Hey man, I got it." Sebastian's all hyped up all the time. "Hey man, I got to get something from the store." Like, okay, jump in the Mercedes, beautiful car, drive into town. Go in to get a toilet plunger. And walking around the store with Sebastian carrying a toilet plunger, which clearly means you have something to plunge.
Right. With people,
and I thought rock stars didn't.
With people walking up to him wanting their photos taken.
Yeah,
with
taking
him. Well,
pictures.
he's got
I said,
that
"Dude,
toilet
put down the
plunger
plunger." Why?
Well, I'm going to play after a break. I'm going to play the extraordinary acoustic version of "We're Not Going to Take It," and I have confessed to you, Dee, that when I saw the video, and we're going to play the song, but I would suggest that our friends at some point, when they have the time, to find the video and view it.
A lot of may have seen it already with connected to the Chris Angel children's cancer charity.
And
thing.
you put this together to fight pediatric cancer, and I'll tell you, it was so moving, it was so beautiful, and I'll admit it that I had tears streaming down my face when I watched it.
Real men can admit that. So you're a real man. But
This man cries.
I saw that comment from so many people, online, and just they were so moved by the video, by the version of the song. But the idea to do the song unplugged came before the idea for the Chris Angel video, because my producer and I were talking about doing an unplugged song, and I was talking about the fact that the message of "We're Not Going to Take It" has somehow gotten lost over the years. A song that was so dangerous in the '80s, the Filthy 15, and parents feared children rising up against them. That song's a karaoke favorite, rock and jock anthem. It was once even used on a woman's premenopausal medication commercial, and it's awesome that everybody. Oh, I mean, and the entire world. Hey,
Well,
I'm
we're not
against
going to take
vaginal
it
dryness.
if you don't want the hot
Who
flashes.
isn't against vaginal dryness? I mean, I think it's one thing we can all agree on in these tense times. Republican or Democrat, we can all come together and fight for this cause.
Yeah, okay. So but the song is the song's a standard.
Yes, and I said, the message has gotten lost, and the idea came to just strip everything away and just leave the vocal bare. And plus, he said, "Dee, your voice is as strong as ever, but it also has some miles on it. It sounds like you've been through the war. And when you sing these words, the message comes through loud and clear." And that's how this version came about.
And it was to raise awareness of pediatric cancer.
Yeah.
And the video has. You've got to see it. It's easy to find.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. And it's just put Dee Snider, Chris Angel, or Dee Snider, We're Not Going to Take It, acoustic, or whatever. The beauty of Google now. You just put Dee Snider, and whatever is the current thing trending pops up right at the top. And Chris Angel's son, sadly, he's 2 years old, has leukemia. And Chris has started a foundation called HELP to raise money for children's cancer, to fight children's cancer, obviously. And I said, he asked me to participate. I said, I've got this new version of We're Not Going to Take It I want you to listen to. And he called me up, and he said, "Dee, I got to have this as our battle cry."
And there's a mother of a young girl in the video who allows her head to be shaved in solidarity with her daughter.
Yeah, during the shooting of the video, very powerful imagery, and it's just incredible. And Chris's son is all over as well, and you see him going through his treatment for leukemia, and it's brutal to watch a 2-year-old.
Oh, it's heartbreaking.
Hooked up to to machines and his head getting shaved, and powerful imagery that it's one. I mean, a time where everybody's seems like to be at each other's throats over politics, over international affairs. Nobody can argue that cancer sucks. Cancer sucks, and children are the future, and they are the really helpless ones in this world.
New album, We Are the Ones. And before we play the amazing stripped-down version of We're Not Gonna Take It, I want to play a little clip from one of the songs on the album. This is a Nine Inch Nails cover.
Yeah.
And I guess they're one of your favorite bands.
Well, yeah, I love Nine Inch Nails, but when the producer said, "What do you think about covering this song?" I was like taken aback. I was like, me doing Nine Inch Nails? But then I realized in its own way, it's as much of an anthem as We're Not Going to Take It for its time. It's you're railing against the corporate machine. Went in the studio, and I think it did a pretty good job.
Okay, here's a clip.
No, you can't take it. No, you can't take it. No, you can't take it away from me. Head like a hoe, black as your snow.
Sounds to me like you were having fun.
I was having a blast, and I just got to perform this for the first time with my new band at Riot Fest in Chicago, and it really lit the place up. Like when I went into the song, it was pretty cool.
And what was their reaction to it?
Well, the weird thing is, and again, I'm in town because I'm doing my farewell show with Twisted Sister tomorrow night at Rock Carnival in New Jersey. At the same time, I'm closing that door. I'm opening the door to my solo career. And seeing this now classic rock guy walk out on stage in phenomenal shape, I might add.
Yes, really, you are.
And I played all new material, and so it was, which was really, I haven't done that in 35 years. I got to say, not that cool. I mean, it's so tough. You go out there, an audience, it's a new audience, and they're looking at you going, impress me, and you're playing all new music, nothing they've heard. But it was great when I went into Head Like a Hole, and everyone was like, yeah. I mean, because that's a classic song at this point. It's 20 years old, really.
But wait a minute. Are you spending like 3 hours in the gym? Because seriously, you look fantastic.
And you look marvelous.
Oh, thank you, Dave.
I've just,
Here we go. These physical fitness gym
No, but
nuts.
you really look amazing.
Thanks. I've just always stayed fit, and it's just a lifetime, committed to that, and it's paid off. So
Okay, well,
so I made the right choice. But let's not. It's his radio; they can't see.
Yes, here's the new.
Oh, here he is.
Well, we'll have the video on the website
yeah.
in a little while.
Camera's here, realize.
Okay, here you want to introduce this special version?
Yeah. Well, this, like at a time where it seems the world is at each other's throats, the message of the song I wrote 35 years ago, actually, is as strong as ever. But it was time to strip it down and just deliver the lyrics. And this is We're Not Going to Take It unplugged.
I wish we had a big audience in here so that everybody could applaud. I mean,
It was gorgeous.
It's beautiful. It is beautiful.
And it's even more passionate this way.
And that was pretty much one take. We came with the idea to do it, but saying it and then hearing how it would be executed were two different things. And when my producer, Damon Ranger, came in with the arrangement for the keys and I heard them, I saw where I needed to go with the song and how I needed to start it. And he says, just go in there and sing your heart out, and that's what I did.
Your voice sounds amazing.
Thanks.
Really?
Thank you.
We have a Q listener on the line who has a question for you.
Sure.
Okay, so let's go to the phone here. We have Mark calling from Haverstraw. Hi, Mark.
Hey,
Say
Mark.
hi to Dee.
How you doing?
Hey, Mark, what's up?
I met you once at a March of Dimes ride in Haverstraw.
Yeah,
You were down by the marina.
Yeah, I do a lot of charity rides. Thank you for attending that. I'm doing one Saturday, this Sunday, my 14th annual Dee Snider's ride. This time it's to fight hunger, the Harry Chapin Foundation on Long Island. Lido Beach, if I could just say, this Sunday, Lido Beach. Kickstands up 11 a.m. Come on down. I'll be there. It's a great day. But, Mark, what were you going to ask?
I was wondering if you were a big fan of Westerns, since all your kids and I think your grandchildren are all named after
Yes.
cowboys.
Yes. I love spaghetti westerns. Yeah, for sure. My kids are, my boys are Jesse, Shane, and Cody, and my one daughter is the Indian. She's Cheyenne. And then my son's sons are Cassidy, and,
Continuing.
it continues on.
Some people, some movie experts consider Shane to be one of the greatest films of all time.
Oh, and one of my favorite moments in my child's young life was when he had like run across a supermarket or something, and I started, Shane, come back, Shane, and all the older people started laughing. Shane had no clue, but
Okay, and our condolences to you, of course, on the loss of your wonderful friend and longtime bandmate.
oh, AJ, yeah,
A really great guy.
yeah, and
Speaking of charity, that's how I knew him, was from charity stuff.
yeah, AJ was a very charitable guy. As JJ French, my guitar player, said when he passed, the nice one died. And he was just the one guy who, when we went through our years of being broken up, kept in communication with everybody. He was the thread, and for us getting back together and reuniting, I credit AJ because he kept all those lines of communication open so we could. And this weekend, I just want to say that, you know, the Rock Carnival, Twisted Sisters farewell show to the tri-state area. This is not Ozzy Osbourne's No More Tours. Okay, Scorpions 3 years farewell, and we changed our mind. Though this is for real. It's been, we call it 40 and F it. It's been 40 years, and it's time to call it a day. So if you're in the area, come down. You don't want to miss this show.
And that's Lakewood.
In Lakewood, thank you. Yes, this whole
Okay,
weekend, they
and
have a whole
that's-
weekend. Alice Cooper's playing Friday night, and it's a great lineup.
And that's Saturday night when you're going to.
We're Saturday, yeah.
Saturday night.
Boy, busy weekend
It
for
is.
you.
It is always.
Yes, I go straight from the concert, drive out to Long Island, sleep a couple hours, and then get to 9 a.m., get to Lido Beach for the ride.
Yeah.
It is always a pleasure, Dee.
It's great to be
have
here.
you
Thanks
here
for
with
your
us.
continual support, you guys.
Always.
And it's anytime I'm in town, love to stop by.
All right, 7.